Hey, you guys, we are back for another review of Married to Medicine. They back, honey, from their hiatus, or actually, during the holidays. So, y'all, let's discuss, because, honey, child, Sweet Tea said, honey, she trapped that man, but now she can't have no baby. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it.
We keep it real. Expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KoEd family. We're about relationships and review. Making it fun just for you. Go and God, let God go with you. It's time for Kourtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. Hey, what's going on, KoEd Kema, folks? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to another video of Kourtney Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife right here.
Kourtney, also known as Coco.
This right here is Kourtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationship reviews, entertainment. It's all about famous rants and jokes. And tonight, we're going to be talking about Married to Medicine. I guess, like them, we came back from vacation with Christmas makeup.
Christmas
I
makeup?
think I'm in college or something. They went to college. I think I'm in college.
Christmas makeup?
Yeah, Christmas.
I never heard of Christmas makeup.
They don't want to go to school.
They say makeup?
I thought it was Christmas makeup.
I thought it was
Christmas break.
Christmas break. Okay. Makeup, and honey, they missed the class. They gotta make up some tests they took or something.
All right.
I don't know what you talking about. But anyway, if you're brand new to this channel and haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Like. Y'all, we like to have fun over here. Make sure you hit the like button. I know sometimes people be confused. And remember last video I said something about it, and then Gary said, oh, I was wondering why people said hit the like button. Let me explain it to y'all like I explained it over there. Basically, when you hit the like button, it's like going on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? If you like it, you're going to see more of it in your time feed. And then also, if you like it, it's going to branch out to other people and they're going to like it. Have you ever been on Facebook and you friends with somebody, you'll never see their stuff, but as soon as their birthday roll around, then it pop up? It's because the more people that like it, the more people that comment, it starts to come up in your feed. That's basically what we're saying when we say like the video. So yeah, we're getting it to other people because we got over 20-some thousand subscribers, and them folks is not getting our stuff like that. Okay, all right. That's my rant. Why y'all have
because the football game is on right now, and you went on this long rant. Let's get this video over with, so I'm gonna finish watching my football game.
Okay, I got it. Go right ahead then.
All right, we're gonna start by when let's see, they at the Napa Valley chilling, drinking wine, and Helen and Jackie talking about Quad being kicked off the island, and Helen said, "Yeah,
no, we're not doing that. No, you see, so
I can't read your writing,
well,
man.
Then don't be rushing me.
Chicken scratch you put down for
it's
right.
my chicken scratch.
I guess when we did for 1,000 years and they discovered your handwriting, they gonna say, "What alien wrote this?"
Have you seen your own handwriting? Woo, like you wrote with your toes. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. So they still at Napa Valley. It's been 2 weeks. I don't care what you see. I'm finna go back over it. But and so I can't believe that they still there, y'all, because 2 weeks and I thought they would be back home. But anyway, so as Heavenly and Jackie, and y'all know Jackie got drugged during the Christmas holidays.
You just enjoy that, don't you?
She got drugged.
You enjoy Jackie getting drugged. Now, I used to be a big Jackie fan, but after what happened in her, to me, in my opinion, weak apology, hey, I look at her in a different light right now.
Now, let me say this. I know we didn't discuss it or talk about it, but because we was traveling and doing all that stuff, whatever, and we were sick, so it's just but one thing about it is that I've always seen Jackie as being sneaky, and she looked down on the other ladies. Now, I don't think she looked down on Simone, but she does look down on all the other ladies. And they even showed the clips where she said, what's her name, was a dentist. She wasn't a doctor. but now they best friends. But she still looked down on Heavenly. So yeah, she looked down on other people, like I think somebody said, that were not doctors. And so yeah, she to me has no respect for you. But yeah, so they drug her, and because she went in and said that she was, hey, I'm doing this thing with the vice president, and we're talking about the mortality rate for pregnant women, how pregnant women are not surviving during the delivery, when they deliver the baby and stuff, and like it's just at a all times high. And so of course they're trying to figure it out. But then she go over there on her friend, her BFF, and basically downplay what she said.
This was before the
This was
interview.
in 2020, right? 3 years ago.
Yeah. They brought some old footage up from when she interviewed with Dr. Heavily about how she was like telling black women to stop complaining when they go to the hospital and the doctor's office and whatnot.
And basically saying too that you can't be calling off work, and saying stop crying wolf, all that stuff.
Well,
whatever.
She put her foot in her mouth. Okay, let's keep it real. She put her foot in her mouth. She got egg on her face.
She?
Yeah.
Oh, is that the way she feel?
Well, she said what she said. But the thing is,
so getting back to this, because the camera head did something kind of funky. So anyway, so yeah, as far as Jackie, she was basically saying, you said putting her foot in her mouth, but to me, that's how she feels. You know what I'm saying? She feels that black women come in there complaining and want to get off work, and they pregnant and stuff like that. And as a lot of her clients drug her for filth and said how she treated them, basically, it seemed like she catered to celebrity clients, of people that got money. So she really and truly don't care nothing about the poor. Not poor, but
I did not know all what you just said. What you just said is brand new to me. But it's not surprising to me that she do treat certain clients different from other clients. So that's no surprise there. But the reason I said she put her foot in her mouth, she said all that, and she goes to on the Zoom. She gets on the Zoom with the vice president and says, "Oh yeah, we need to do this, we need to do that." But 3 years ago, you said black women was crying wolf. Right. So like I said, she gets egg on her face.
Yeah, and then she made this written apology, and it was a bunch of crap, because she didn't even say nothing about what she said. And then the people still like, we want to hear you verbally. And she did this verbal apology.
And she tried her best to cry.
I don't know why. I thought she was sincere.
No, I didn't feel like it was sincere. I feel like she saw her dollars walking out the door, and she panicked, and she got on there to make an apology. And she tried her best to look human and sympathetic. That's why she was trying to cry. And it just didn't come off right.
Yep. And I think she really and truly, she's full of pride, honey. And to be honest, now I think that Curtis felt like that too. I feel that Curtis feels that she's above him, and she looks down on him as well. Could be one of the reasons, not that that's a reason to go and cheat, but it's probably one of the reasons why he looked out in the streets for some woman to make him feel, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I said that's the reason. I ain't saying that's the reason he they'll get validation to do it, but I feel that that's, you know what I'm saying, she looked down on him.
When I look at it, if she looks down on this man and he married her anyway, that's on him.
She may not always been like that though.
Regardless of the point, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do and put your foot down.
So getting back to this, so as they were talking about, they feel that, they were talking about Quad getting kicked out the group, and Heavenly said, ooh, Quad, she leveled up since she been around us. I said, all of y'all have leveled up in some kind of way now. Don't just make it seem like it's Quad. All of y'all, because they showed clips of Heavenly back in the day, child, and she actually, her hair looked better back then than it is now, because now she tussling, pulling on these cheap wigs that she sell down there at that beauty supply store. And it look a mess. So don't say that. All of y'all have elevated and leveled up since y'all been on this show, making more money and getting y'all brand out there and being getting surgeries and all that stuff, whatever. So I thought that was ridiculous for her to say that, child. So she feel like, can we do sweet tea like that?
Sweet tea might need it though, because she is so country.
that part of her probably won't change.
I
just
get
think that
it.
Sweet Tea is. I think she's beautiful. I think just looking at her, sometimes she is really really pretty. And now when they talk about her body and stuff, she may make those changes, but I think she
Like I
ain't much leveling
said,
up she needs.
that's all fine and good what you just said. But the point I had with Sweet Tea is how she came on the show. Okay, she gave Dr. G all this, fluff and everything that she can do this and do that and do that. You know what I'm saying? To get on the show and to get him. That she gets on the show. I just feel like the way she did it, that she gets in this group for older men, and she said she might be after his money and stuff like that. Are you a gold digger? Stuff like that. The little red flags she gives me, it just don't sit well with me, So I'm not a big fan of Sweet Tea. That's just my impression.
So they also talk about Alora, and she going off to college, and Dr. Jackie said she gave her number so she can contact her. But anyway, so all the ladies are going to a mud bath. So everybody there except for Cora, and they going to a mud bath. And Toya had
No, so we skip all the other stuff. We skipped the part where Sweet Tea says she's on her cycle. We skipped the part
we
when
skipped it.
oh yeah, you didn't say anything about it.
I ain't got down to that.
I thought they were saying that before they got in the truck.
We're not there yet.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. My bad. Got ahead of myself. Trying to get to the game.
Then I'm gonna make it much longer for you. Just hold on. So in the next thing, the ladies are going. They talking about Toya and them coming in. All the ladies coming in one by one, talking about they going to do a mud bath. And Toya had to fix Heavily wig because it's shifting. Ain't no way I'm gonna own a beauty supply store and be supposed to be a representation of what I sell, and this ugly wig that look like Bozo can't even stay straight on my head.
Oh, hold on. You said her wig was what?
Shifting.
Do she have a transformer on her head? A transformer more. They always shifting and stuff and changing. You don't watch Transformers. Don't worry about it. Y'all know what I mean. Transformers.
Yeah, but it wasn't funny.
Yeah,
got it. It wasn't funny. So anyway,
like that.
So now you could talk about the part where you was talking about, what I'm saying, they talking about cycles and all that stuff.
Yeah, Sweet Tea said she been on her cycle for 3 months, something like that. I don't know. She been on her cycle for a long, long time. And Dr. Simone said that's not regular. Then after they talk about the cycle, which I was like, man, why I'm sitting here watching this stuff, man? It's all girl stuff, man. Cycle. Then Phaedra come out saying she had diarrhea and like her butt, like somebody put 3 fingers up her butt.
That was too much.
Yeah, all that was just too much for me, man. Like, come on, y'all. Then she talking about the blood bath. She wanted to get the blood in her little cootie cat because just way too much, man. I felt dirty watching the show, man.
It do be too much, you know what I'm saying? But that Toya will say stuff like that too, so you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they do be too much.
Then Toya walk around her thong on with dimples in her butt, man. I like, God, it's way too much, man.
What is that?
I like somebody took a sledgehammer. Too much, man. Too much.
So anyway, Toya get in the mud bath, but they said it smells like cow manure and everything. That lady that worked there, she was like, basically, she said, you gonna do it or not.
Yeah, I know. I say, y'all bring this country stuff from Atlanta all the way to California. Y'all gonna complain. Y'all take y'all country books back to Atlanta.
And then Toya getting in there with her jewelry on and stuff. I would say, if it smelled that bad, why did you get in there with your bracelets on? And so they get in there. Phaedra said, she gonna do the mineral bath and everything. So yeah, they really shouldn't. But anyway, so the other ladies, they doing what it called toot toot tut tut.
Yeah, if I was with if it was guys and I had to choose between the mud bath and the tut tut, which I didn't know what the tut tut was, I had to take my chance with the tut tut, and you probably came out better with the tut tut. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know the little ride and.
But they said something about animals.
That's what.
But they
that's what they was assuming.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. But actually, I would have liked that too. Sweet Tea up there getting choked on the thing or whatever. So she said she hanging with her grandmas and stuff because she's a millennial and they don't understand.
Come from the person that married the grandpa. You know what I'm saying? I said, don't be complaining hanging around with the grandmas when you married the grandpas and your grandpa are friends with the grandmas. So don't complain about it. And here's another thing. I'm not the one trying to open a champagne bottle with my bare hands like I'm a gorilla.
But how else do you open it?
I thought you
pop the top?
pop the top. Yes. Golly.
Simone said, I hope you don't grab on your husband weedy like that, child.
Those strong gorilla hands you got, man.
Hey. Oh, you don't do that. Golly.
I pulled some of your tracks out.
I don't have tracks. I have braids in, so yeah.
Yo, you know, for a small woman, you got some heavy dang on hands, man.
I've always been told
you gonna give me a freaking concussion over here. Keep doing that.
But anyway, so let's move on.
See, I can't see my hair on cricket now.
It ain't on cricket.
Hit my head so hard.
So anyway, so that as Sweet Tea and who is it, Heavenly and Jackie, they sit
your
down.
favorite girl.
Yeah, they sit down and they eating and stuff, and so of course, Sweet Tea just gonna be Sweet Tea. She's silly. She like to make little jokes. Sometimes
you call it silly. I call it immature. That's what I call
it. And so she was talking about the charcuterie board. She said she used to call her a coochie board, and then Jackie said no, we're not gonna. And then Jackie said, and we're over here in this garden close to God, and which y'all probably would never get to God.
No, she ain't said it. She said it's probably the closest y'all ever get to God. Y'all. Not her, but y'all. Hey, when you say something's a coochie boy, she might be right.
And I'm saying to myself, you really think you all of that? I don't know who told you that, but you really think you all of that. And I really truly
okay. Let's stop.
Let's
keep it 100. You have a bias against Dr. Jackie, right? Yes or no?
Do I have a bias against her?
Yeah, you just don't like her, right?
No, not for no reason. I have a reason for not.
Okay, but I said you don't like her, regardless of the reason. Okay?
Like my stuff really and truly been suppressed, but I've been not too much.
Okay.
But
so you come from a kind of slanted point of view, though.
Now that this thing came out, I'm looking at all the little puns and the shades that she be throwing, thinking that she better than everybody else. So tell me some of y'all like this the closest y'all ever get. Okay, because if it was Heavenly is supposed to be Jackie's friend, I'm not gonna sit here and let my friends talk down to me like that.
Well, we all know Jackie throws classy shade. We know that.
Classy.
It's classy.
It's trashy.
It's classy. The reason I say classy because it's still shade. It's still trashy, but she throw a little class into it because she thinks she's better than everybody else. Look, eloquent. You know what I'm saying?
What?
So eloquent. Okay. Some people.
Let you slide with that, but go ahead.
Eloquent. That's what I said. Okay. Some people just straight up from the garbage with they shade, but she's not. She's real soft with her shade, but it's still trashy shade. Okay.
Let's move on. She making me itch. So
you just don't like the woman, man.
The way you say that, I just don't like the woman, just like you don't like Sweet Tea. You don't like her, right?
I got a reason why I don't like Sweet Tea.
And you think I don't? I don't have a reason not to like
Sweet
Jackie.
Tea came in on the show on what kind?
And Jackie comes and talks down to people, and I hate when people think
she does. I'm not denying that.
And then you sit up
I'm not denying she don't do that.
Don't say that. Oh, you just don't like it. No, it ain't that. I have a reason, just like you have a reason. Like, come on now, ain't nobody just not liking nobody just because.
Hey, you been disliking Miss Jackie. You've been misliking Dr. Jackie for a long time.
Yeah, because I've been seeing through her. Yeah, I've been saw her. But anyway, and I think I ain't like too the way she treated Mariah too. So
there you go. Now it comes out. That's what you're trying. That's what we're trying to get
I think, but I could have not liked her before that. But
it's been a long time coming. But you been disliked this woman. It's just starting to come out more.
I've been disliked her because of how she is.
But it don't matter what she did or what she don't do. you don't like the woman regardless what she did, you still don't
Yeah,
like
you used to follow on social media. Who Jackie had said something to me. I was like, oh my gosh, this
No, I
dude.
did not.
Oh, you was a clout chaser.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, look, she had responded to me. I
No,
said,
I
clout
did
chaser.
not.
I'm so embarrassed. Ooh, child. Anyway, so let's move on.
I'm a clout. Okay.
I think this was before we started doing the show, or was it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So yeah, but we started doing the show or reviews or something like that. I don't think we was married or something, but yeah. Oh, she had comment. I said, okay. Anyway, let's move on. So then the next thing you got, Alicia is talking to she's talking about her husband, basically that he watching the kids and they got gender roles and he is one that really and truly looks at a woman as being at home, taking care of the kids, and basically looking down and saying,
Damn.
What?
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
She's sitting up here looking at the skull. And so they sitting up here, and so they basically were just saying that, he kind of looks at her as taking care of the kids and basically saying that, okay, it ain't nothing to it to take care of the kids, What you gonna say?
He's from a different country and raised a different way. His culture is totally different. So, of course, he's going to be more of a gender role type of guy. So, yeah, it is what it is.
Alicia said that she was raised to believe that you don't need a man. Phaedra said, I know that's right, child. You don't, honey. A woman can do it by herself. And Toya was saying, well, I disagree. As a woman gets older and an adult, she said that, you do think. She said, I need a man. And now poor Alicia, honey, she sided with Phaedra, she sided with Toya. I said, honey, she just in the middle. She don't know what to believe. And Toya said, now you may not need him all the time, but you will need a man. And Phaedra like, So anyway, they talk about, Phaedra and her being married and stuff. And there's been a lot of complaints on social media because they want to see Phaedra open up more about her personal life. So Phaedra said that she don't want to get married again. She said she been there, she did it for love and all that stuff, whatever. But, she's older and she basically got assets, child, and she ain't got time to be doing no prenup and all that stuff, whatever. That's what she meant to say. She didn't say that. But so yeah, she don't have time to be dealing with all that stuff because it becomes too much of a financial burden or a headache to try to do all that. You want to say something?
Like I said, I didn't know Phaedra when she was on the
Housewives.
I was about to say it, baby. I was about to get to it. I didn't know her when she was on the other show. I ain't gonna say the show's name, but apparently you want to say the show name. But anyway,
it's the same network. Why can't you say the show? You just irritated because you just looked at that skull.
The what?
Skull. You looked at that
score.
I know what it's called.
It's not a skull.
It's a skull because you got an attitude.
Anyway, so apparently Phaedra had a nasty divorce. I don't know. It was in the headline, so maybe she's traumatized about it, so she don't want to talk about it. But you get on these shows, they want to know the inner workings of your life, so you gotta let these people know about the inner workings of your life. So you're gonna have to open up a little bit more.
She did say that she's not lonely, and Simone said, "Huh?"
I said, I bet she's not.
What you mean?
All that nasty stuff she be talking about.
Simone said, "Well, that's because you busy, you working. You know what I'm saying? You hadn't time to sit down to, I guess even get along with yourself." So, and they asked her, "Did the kids know about the divorce and all that stuff, whatever?" And so she was like, they read it in the headlines. Now, I guess initially she told her kids they was getting a divorce, but I guess all the details, she said they don't read it in the headlines. And I was like, Phaedra, some of that stuff is not true. So, like, I mean, it can be so fabricated. So I guess she don't care as long as Apollo get looked at in a bad light. I don't know. But she did say that, they find out they read. So I guess that was it. Toya said, well, she sit down with her kids and she asks questions. They said, yeah, that may work in your household, but not mine. She said, okay, well, girl, I'm mind my business, son. I'm mind my business. So in the next scene, so the ladies are meeting up for dinner and Heavenly is gone back to get ready for Alora's graduation. And Toya was asking them about what they plan to do when they get back to the ATL, what's their plans, how things looking and stuff. And so Jackie tells him, well, I'm just so excited that I'm gonna be working with the vice president and all that stuff. I don't know how much she's gonna be doing. She was excited about the lie. I don't know what she was excited about.
That whole scene irritated you.
And so in that, you got Sweet Tea sitting next to her because she was saying, "I'm glad I'm hanging around a bunch of educated doctors and stuff like that. They can kind of help me along because I myself have went to the doctor and the doctor." I'm trying to tell them about my pain and all this stuff or whatever. And she said they didn't want to hear me. And so they were just basically saying, your pain ain't real. I said, well, look at that, honey. And it hit you, slap in your face right
Yeah, you
next
talking
to
about
you.
Sweet Tea's, right? You talking about Sweet Tea getting slapped in the face? Because Sweet Tea 15 minutes ago, ooh, I'm hanging around these old grandmas. They don't understand. Now the next minute, ooh, I'm glad I'm hanging around y'all. Make your mind up. Which one is it? You don't want to hang around the old grandmas, or you like hanging around the people that's helping you out? That's all I'm saying.
So that's basically what she was saying. So to me, it was a slap in the face to Jackie because now you sit next to somebody that you said on heavily little thing or whatever that y'all need to stop complaining and all that stuff or whatever. So yeah, now that part. So let's move on. But Sweet Tea did say that she was talking about she's trying to get pregnant and she's having some issues. And that's the problem that I do have with Sweet Tea is that she now is slap in your face that you, in my opinion, kind of put down Quad because Quad didn't want to have children. And now you done told this man, I ain't give you a baby with the little baby emoji. And now you're having issues. That's why you can't be rushing it and trying to say what you can do over another woman.
Well, I blame Dr. G too, because he bit on the bait, man. Sometimes take your time, man. I think he rushed into this, man. I guess the rumor is he wanted to get back on the show, and he had to find somebody to get back on the show with. But
you heard it?
Yeah, you told me that. You didn't tell me that? I thought you told me that.
So the Toya was talking about too, having sex and being pregnant and all that stuff, whatever.
Well, like I said, raunchy. Ooh, Eugene said he didn't want to have sex with me while I was pregnant because when he released himself, he was gonna release himself on the baby inside me. I said, I used to hear that back in when
I never heard that.
Yeah, I heard that back in when I was my younger years, man. Something sounds so immature, and for them to kind of put this on national TV saying stuff like that, I was, oh my goodness, that's so lowbrow, so lowbrow.
Yep, and then Jackie was like, "Child, your husband is a doctor," and Simone was like, "That is so not true. That
you think the baby gonna come out with like 10 arms and stuff if you did that? Come on, man."
And to me, what I've heard that men like to have sex with pregnant women because it's different.
Oh, come on, please don't.
I'm just saying they just said they like to. So I can't imagine Eugene not wanting to because they said that
Sure, already lowbrow enough.
And so anyway, but let's move on. So they was talking about, do they feel like they made the right decision? Toya said she don't live with no regrets on kicking Quad out, basically. And they said, yeah, sometimes people need to take accountability, Dr. Jackie. Take accountability.
She did. And that's why she made that video apologizing and crying.
And they stopped looking at the score.
Son of a biscuit, boy.
And take accountability. So Toya was asking, so they back home and everything. Toya asking Eugene to basically take out her weave. And he did, honey. He had to put on his stuff like he was performing surgery.
Is it that difficult to take weave out?
Yeah, because you got your hair mixed in with the weave. So if she got tracks, because it sounded like she got
that's
tracks.
What I think she did.
And it probably was a sew-in. Yeah, man. And if your hair color is the same color as what's in your head,
you need some good eyes, man.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
And if it was me, I'd just give me the scissors and pray to God I get it right. And
sometimes, I think when I've had sew-ins and something, you don't know if you cutting your real hair or not, honey. Sometimes with these braids, you don't know. So
that's a chance you got to take to try to look cute. Huh?
It is. I promise you. But as they were sitting there talking, I think it was Eugene saying, "Ooh, this is a date for him," because it's all about spending time and, you know, a place of
Yeah,
intimacy.
I can agree with you, Gene. It don't have to be going out on dinner dates and all that. Just spending quality time in an intimate, in an intimate spot with your significant other. That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all can be playing cards or massaging one another. Like you said, taking some of my weave out. You know, that's all. That's all.
So you gonna help me take these out so I can
dog.
redo them?
I'll take you out to eat.
Well, how you gonna tell him? And
I'm
then,
just saying, well floats your boat. It works for him. That don't work for me.
but if I want you to do that because that's a place of intimacy for me, then yeah, I want you to help me take my braids out. So this coming up weekend, help me take these
I gotta
out.
work.
Oh, you on call, so you don't necessarily have to work. So yeah, if they call you out, then you free to go. But if not, then help me take these out. Place of intimacy. Yep, that's how we get reconnected. So as
Reconnected.
they were connected even more. So as they were sitting there talking and stuff like that, they said they've been married for like 15 years, and you know, Toya said she's not the same person that she was 15 years ago. So they have to find a place to reconnect and get to know the new whoever they are. And they do say that within marriages, sometimes people have to relearn the new, because what worked 10 years ago may not work now. You know what I'm saying? What you like back then may not what you like now. You mature, you grow, and you just got to rekindle that with your spouse. Anything you want to say?
No.
So Allura and
No, don't go. I'm about to throw the thing on thing after freaking one.
So you got money on this game? No, they losing.
Yeah, they lose.
So Allura is talking to her mom. Why Allura face be so greasy? She just freshly moisturized it or something.
No, Dr. Heavily is from the old school. They believe in putting Vaseline on the baby's face.
That ain't no baby.
Man, I don't care how old you are. They're gonna still put some Vaseline on your face, baby. You don't want to get ashy. I know it's 85 degrees outside, but you still might get ashy. Here goes some Vaseline. Get a big handful of it out the container. You smack it on your face and rub it in real good. And you go to school looking all shiny. Golly, what?
Just because that happened to you.
You all shiny and stuff.
And the bugs be getting on you.
Take school pictures and everything. And nobody can see no other kids because you shining and all the brightness off your skin, blinding other kids. And it's terrible.
It's terrible.
Terrible. I still traumatized. Every time I see a thing of Vaseline, I get scared.
So Heavenly was doing something with I guess with the other side gig she has. And so she was up there telling me, so, ooh, my wig shifted. Now, again, Heavenly is on TV. Now, I personally don't like wigs. I have had them because mine do shift and stuff like that or whatever. But mine didn't look like Heavenly's at all. At all. Hers just be looking like it came straight up out that plastic and she put on her head. But anyway, so Allura is telling her she needs to talk to her sister. Now, we personally think that whole scene was staged. Yeah. Probably knew that the sister wasn't going to answer the phone.
Yeah, that thing is so fake, man. That was fake like them wigs, man, because you haven't talked to your sister all this time. Okay, y'all, her and her sister, they in a bad spot, you know what I'm saying, with each other. All of a sudden, your daughter said, hey, you may want to call your sister to make up. Then you get this kind of idea.
At first, she was like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Then I said, maybe you're right. After all these years, you and your sister have been having beef. Now all of a sudden, you're going to call your sister out the blue? Because your daughter said so? No, man, it was so fake, man. That she going to call the sister. Fortunately, the sister didn't answer the phone. And it just, to me, the whole scene seems so Tubi.
Yeah, it was, especially, like Heavenly can't act. And especially she, no, act. And then, okay, you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Come on, y'all. Production got to do better than that now.
So, yeah, that was a fake scene. And her sister didn't answer the phone. Because to me, in my opinion, I think you got to get permission. Or like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm going to be on TV, I'm going to have to sign something, even if my voice on there, right? That's right. And you got to get permission. Them folks just don't be calling them folks randomly because they can say anything sideways. She could have just cussed her out,
Right.
So anyway. But so in the next scene, you got Sweet Tea. She decided to go to the doctor. Simone referred her to an OBGYN and to talk about, seems like she got endometriosis and fibroids. And the doctor was asking her what her pain level is, just a 10, which is why when you have fibroids, you can bleed for several weeks. I used to have fibroids. I don't no more. Because I got a hysterectomy, but that is painful, it's embarrassing, and it's horrible. It just makes you want to stay in the bed and everything. So, but yeah, that's basically what she's dealing with. She asked the doctor, will she be able to have children? She said, well, it's a 50% chance because of the endometriosis. But you can't have surgery. But I think even with the surgery, it's still a low chance that she can have children. And she gets emotional and crying that moment because she want to have kids. She said that having a child will be fulfilling for her. And a lot of women that can't have children, they feel as though having a child kind of push you in that level of womanhood. Even in the Bible, it even kind of like women that couldn't have children, right. They felt less of a woman because they couldn't bear children when they was
because most women in their head, they feel like having a child is part of being a woman. And if you can't have a child, like you said, you feel less than a person, less than a woman.
If you want to have it.
Some women don't want to have. You're right. And I just feel like you said earlier, poetic justice, I guess, because how she kind of downplayed Quad. Now look at her now. Now it's a 50% chance she can't have kids now. Yeah. Why? And that's the main reason why she kind of got Dr. G, because she gave him the illusion that, oh yeah, we're gonna have babies. I can give you your baby.
Right.
And Dr. G said, okay, bet I can have a son. I think you said he wanted a son, I think so. Okay. But now, it's a possibility that he can't have no kids now. So how about her?
And she calls Greg and, she tell him, and he was like, well, the main part is, that, we can talk about that later. We can move in a different direction, but, everything gonna be okay. And so, yeah. And that's the thing is that she sits here and I'm trying to wait till my husband finish. And so she sit and tell him that, but I was saying that it's other ways you may not be able to carry a baby if I'm not mistaken. But if you got eggs and stuff, you should be able to, you can find a surrogate to carry the child. You can still have him, you just won't be able to carry him.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's what the thing. But yeah, so honey, I do think that her and Greg do love each other, but I do think that she was very adamant about having kids because she said, oh, we talk about it all the time, having children. And I think that's how she won him. And I feel as though she probably feels if she cannot have his child, that he will leave her. I think that's a possibility playing in the back of her head. Yep. All right, you guys. You got anything? All right, you guys. On that note, we're going to go ahead and get out of here because he looked at his phone most of the time anyway because he in his feeling because his team is losing. So,
oh my goodness, man. I just want to win one Super Bowl before I die.
You want to win or you want your team to win?
My team.
Oh, okay.
Golly, why? It just don't make no sense, man. Anyway.
On that note, you guys are going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
I always put God first.
Deuces.
Hey!